Today we're playing Hedge, but it's not the Hedge that you guys know. This isn't the Hedge beginner map. This is a custom-made map which is called Wedge, and it's inspired by Hedge. And it's, I guess if I had to put a category onto this thing, I think that this would easily be an advanced map. So let me show you guys first off how ingenious this map is and how well it was designed. So instead of the left side, the Bloons are not coming out from the bottom, and let me show you guys how little spots there are for towers. So first off, you cannot place like at least 5 of the towers in the game. So I already went ahead and checked this. You cannot have an ace, a heli, a mortar, a super monkey, or a village for sure. And I'm not sure if you can even have a spike factory. Then it's all middle or small footprint towers. But then take a look at this. If I place the sniper over here, you guys can see that this all right side basically of the sniper is red. And that means that these rocks in the middle, they are blocking line of sight. So you can't even cheese it with anything like that. But other than that, this is such a well-designed map, and I really want to try this in Chimps mode. This is probably like easily an advanced map, and let's see if we can do this on Chimps mode. So first off, let me turn off drop and lock. Let me do this, and here's how I wanted to start this, because you have to start with dark monkeys. So I'm gonna have 2 dark monkeys here on the side, but here's the thing, this is gonna be the weirdest start that you guys have seen. I'm gonna upgrade both of these guys to 001, and that's because if you give them a little bit of range, you're gonna be able to see both of these sides. So take a look at how the Bloons go. So my goal is going to be rushing a Buccaneer. I want to have the Buccaneer here in the cauldron, and then obviously the reason why I'm going for it is, well, it's probably the best spot on the map, but honestly it's more about the platforms that we're gonna unlock by getting the carrier flagship, and then on top of the platforms we can maybe plan ahead and do some towers. Like, I don't know what I want to put onto the platforms, but hold on, let me just watch this thing for a second. Is that gonna be... Nope, it gets sniped. So that means that we absolutely can place this Buccaneer right here. So are we getting Psy on this round? I really hope so. I really want to get Psy as soon as possible, but at the same time, are we gonna... How are these darts doing? I'm very concerned about those guys. So let's place it. Oh no, I missed it. Oh my god, I missed it actually. So it's round 14 now, so we're not gonna get the XP from the previous round. That's fine. You know what? I wanted to test out if the stun affects these guys here on the left track. So I'm gonna use it now. It does. I saw it on Green Bloon, I think. But I might have played myself actually by doing that. So maybe go on. This is the most clutch escape button that I've ever hit in my life. Look at this thing. You can only see like just a couple of particles from this yellow bloom, but we have to do something about this one. I'm gonna keep this guy on last, and then let's see what we can do. I'm also gonna have Scion strong, I think. Let's see what happens. So both of these darts are on first, and maybe we... Oh, the double shot actually did it. That was a lot of damage, it looks like, by I don't know, by adding one more dart, it looks like. But you know what? I'm absolutely gonna take that. That's the cheap catch from 24 that I was talking about. Oh no, that was even 23. Okay, so this is the cheap catch from 24, and that means boom, Druid of the Jungle. Yes, I love it when we do stuff like that. And this is gonna be the hard turns as well, and this is gonna stabilize the mid game. So not the mid game, but the early game. So I think I'm gonna see you guys in a second when I decide what I want to do for the Moab. Okay, so here's what I'm looking at next. Is Sai gonna get level 7? I think they are, and if we get level 7, then we can destroy ceramic Bloons. So that means that 3 out of the 4 ceramics are going to get health. But the next question that I have is, are we going to get money for the carrier? Because if we can buy the carrier, then there's basically no worry about the Moab, I feel like. So yeah, no money for the carrier, so I feel like, here's what I want to do. I'm going to use the stun. So 3 ceramics are going to get popped by Sai. The 1 ceramic is going to get held by the Druid of the Jungle, but we just need to take care of the Moab layer, and that's it. So hopefully these guys can do it. Yes, that's amazing. And I think that now we're going to have the money for this thing. So this basically means, you know what? I think this is the time that we move this guy on first, because this targeting affects the small planes as well. So this guy goes on first. We have Sai, we have the Druid of the Jungle, and I think that we have stabilized, at least for now. Look at these particles come out of the cauldron. So this is like the cauldron that you see on Carved, but there is this prompt, I guess, which is a portal. And so what they did here is they put the cauldron, and then I think that they put the portal prop onto it. Let me just use Sai's ability, by the way, because we have 49, a bunch of ceramics. So we just want to hold a couple of them, and I think that's it. That was a ceramic. That's what I was worried about, because we're not that good versus them, at least not yet. Okay, let's use the stun, because these guys are going a little bit farther on the right side, and then someone needs to hold these guys. There we go. That's very good. So we're gonna have the carrier flagship in a second, and hopefully before the 4th ceramic wave on 55. This is wave number 2, so there we go. Boom. And now we get the 2 platforms. And now these guys, let me just check with the sniper. What? Wait, what's happening? Okay, we have a huge problem. Apparently these rocks are even taller than the carrier flagship platforms? How is that a thing? I thought that we could have 2, and you know what? Like, this platform on the big one, like you can place something on it, but this left one You can't even have anything on it. I feel like this might be a little bugged or something like that. I'm a little bit in shock. Like, my strategy was I wanted to get the darling on top of this thing, but I'm a little in shock now. I don't know what to place. So I guess this run just became a lot more interesting, I feel like. Alright, so this is 63. That was the second wave. I feel like we're not going to have any issues in dealing with it. And I was kind of thinking for a second, what are the towers that we can place here? So if we're using this top platform, which is the best spot, we're going to need to use towers that don't care about line of sight. And the tower that came to mind first was this guy. It was the top path wizard, and eventually into the archmage. So the archmage is not going to be able to shoot with his fire projectiles throughout these obstacles, but the main attack is going to go through it. So I think that this is what we do. I'm just kind of thinking, what are we doing? Are we doing the middle or the... I think we're doing the bottom crossbar, right, for the innate camo. Although the archmage is going to have the shimmer by itself, but I think we do this one and for the pierce a little bit. I don't know, guys. I really don't feel good about this run. That was, by the way, the first group of BFBs. This is going to be the second one. I think I'm going to use the stun just in case, and then we have size level 10 ability for 76 if we need it. Because I'm not sure if we're going to be able to beat it like this. I mean, the Druid's going to remove the Rego. There we go. That was good. Okay, so at least that's something we have to think about. A little bit of the Rego getting removed. And this is going to be well for 79 as well. But the plan is to get the Archmage next. I'm planning to play around it a little bit. But see, here's the thing. There's no village. There's no alchemist for this guy. So this is probably going to be one of the weaker Archmages that you've seen. And this is probably just going to end up being like an ability run towards the end game. So, overclock into... Oh, let me just use the stun. Is it gonna be fine? Yeah, it is. So it's just gonna be overclock into Sabo, into Glues, and into probably some ice abilities or stuff like that. So let's just demonstrate our lack of Moab popping power. Though I don't think we're gonna be able to demonstrate it on this one, because it's just a normal ZOMG, but look at this thing. Look at where it made it to. It made it all the way to the left side. So Blues are absolutely not getting popped in this corner that we want them to pop. But I was thinking of getting the Master Bomber, actually. This thing is 43. In total it's going to be over $50,000. So if we buy it, it's going to be in the 90s, deep in the 90s. But I was kind of thinking of getting it just because it got some interesting buffs. And it now throws the projectiles a little bit slower, but they do more damage. So I feel like because we need some bad damage eventually, that might have been a good choice. But you know what, let's buy the small towers first, like this thing. Thankfully we have Sai as our hero, so Sai is really good in the ultra late game. And if we can get Sai to level, what was the level, if we can get them to level 16, in which we can now target BFBs, that's gonna be amazing. Because when you trigger the level 10 ability, it blows half of them back and then half of them get frozen. But the ones that get frozen are dependent on what are the types of balloons that Sai can target. So if we have level 16, then Sai is going to be able to target BFBs, and then those BFBs are going to get affected by level 10 abilities as well. So that is something to look out for. Okay, I know it's super early, but we need to start getting ready for DDTs, and I'm not even kidding about that one. So first off, I want to buy the overclock NG, which is going to be overclocking our... Let me just have the targeting over here. It's going to be overclocking the wizard, obviously the archmage, and we have to be very careful because the uptime is not 100%. And here are the other towers that I want to buy for the DDTs. So the first one is going to be the Sabo Ninja. So do it like this. And then I wanted to buy one more, which is the 240 ice. And you know what? Because we have the glue on the left side, maybe we buy the ice on the right side. Maybe we can hold ceramics like that. Do we have the money, by the way? So let me just check. Do it like this. We still don't have the money. So here come the first DDTs. Let's just see. I'm not going to click any buttons. Let's see how we do versus 3 DDTs. So the ones on the... I guess the ones on the left are getting stunned. And that was kind of a clean defense, I feel like. And in come the abilities, in come the DDTs, but I think I'm gonna use, I don't know if I want to use Sai's ability. Let's just chill for a second and let's see how we do. So the guys on the left are gonna get stunned, all of them are gonna get revealed, and it looks like it was kind of a clean defense, this one as well, although the right side, they kind of made it over here. So we're gonna need a Sabo for sure, 95, we have the Relentless Glue on the left side, we have the ice ability, and then I'm gonna save money. I really wish I was able to buy something like a Spike Storm, but this is just not looking like it's gonna be happening. So, okay, here's what I'm gonna do. If I overclock the wizard now, and if I use Sai stun ability, both of them are gonna come off cooldown for 95 for sure, right? I think this is gonna be fine. This Archmage is, yeah, this is gonna be our star. So if the Archmage doesn't defend, then nothing defends, guys. That's pretty much it. Okay, here it comes. This is the round to look out for. We have the overclock. We have Sai stun ability. Sai is level 15. So we're getting close to 16, but we need to survive this one. So we're gonna have 16 for 98, but let me use the stun now. Let me overclock the Archmage, and I'm gonna use the Sabo. So you want to use the Sabo a little bit later than usual because it doesn't cover the entirety of the deities coming out. But I feel like this guy overclocked is actually kind of doing well in combination with the carry flagship. Look at that, they actually defended. But this is okay. This round is not looking good. I mean, let me freeze them. I guess let me stun them now with Psy. How are we doing? Level 15 still. We need the 16. So I'm gonna do this, and we're probably not gonna need the overclock for the next round. Hopefully, I hope so. Bloons are. Oh my god, this is so nerve-wracking. Like, I don't know where to look because both sides are kind of leaking, but then it's like somehow things get popped. I think we're fine. If we deal with these ZOMGs, then it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be like 4 more rounds after that. So I think I switched time first now. Oh my god. Oh no, that was a pink blue on the right side, but we popped it. Okay, it's fine. I cannot pay attention to both sides at once. This is a little bit crazy. Okay, so let's move Psy on strong, and then after this round ends, we're gonna have level 16. That's gonna be perfect. So we don't have to buy it. It's like $4,000, but I still don't want to buy it. And then we have 27k, so we have to decide what we want to do for the next round, basically. I really wish I could have bought a mortar, honestly, but there's no way to place it, guys. There's absolutely no spot for this tower, and for any, like, the medium footprint towers are the biggest one that you can have on this one. We have abilities, but I don't want to click anything at this point. I just want to save all of my abilities, and I want to chill. And I think we're gonna do it thanks to the eyes that froze all these balloons. Okay, so 98, we're level 16 on side. That's amazing. Okay, so what we can do now is we can click the level 10 ability, and like all these UMGs, not the UMGs, but the BFBs are gonna disappear. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use the stun ability to kind of hold these guys in place. And I want this entire round to come out first, and then when balloons start coming out from the bottom, I'm gonna use the level 10 ability. So now, and now look at that. That's so beautiful. Look at this thing. Oh my god, Psy. What a good hero Psy is. Look at that. Half of this round just disappeared with one button. I just love that. And is this even close? Like I feel like we have the damage with this Archmage, like all this damage is scattered around our towers. But it's fine because we have Psy. And that was round 98. I really love that. So 2 more rounds remaining. Okay, let's focus up. Oh no, the overclock is on cooldown. Okay, Sabo this thing up. Stun them with Psy. I think I'm gonna have to freeze with the ice as well, so that the Archmage can clean everything up. And that's 99, yes! But here's a little bit of an issue. I don't think we have damage for this one, so I'm just gonna overclock this guy, and I'm gonna try and make sure that we don't have damage. And then if we actually don't, we're gonna start thinking about something else. So as soon as these guys pop out, I guess we could freeze them with the ice. We could blow the BFBs back with science level 10 ability. So yeah, it's not looking like this guy's popping, which means that we're gonna need to spend our money, or at least if it pops, it's gonna pop near the end. So I don't want to risk those deities running out, so I'm gonna restart. Oh, it popped. Actually, am I giving this a shot? Let me freeze the deities. Okay, so they popped. Let me use size stun ability, which doesn't do anything. I'm gonna use the Sabo as well. Okay, so if we pop these guys into BFBs, and if I use size level 10 ability, is everything gonna get blown back? I think it actually worked. I can't believe it actually worked. Oh my god. I was about to reset. I was like, okay, let me not risk this thing, but it worked out at the end. Honestly, the fact that we bought this wizard and went with it, I think that saved the game. I was gonna do the dartling, I was gonna do the bottom pad dartling, and I was like, sure, I'm gonna have this dartling on top, I'm gonna have the alchemist on the side, and we're gonna be able to beat it like that. But oh my god, that was a really fun run suddenly. But that was Hedge. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. This was really fun. I really like these takes on maps that we already have, but just make them a lot more difficult. So if you have any of those maps, keep sending them to me. But that's it for this one. Thanks for watching the video. Use code ETHERREAD in the Bloons store if you want to support the channel, and I will see you guys in the next one.